Good afternoon. My name is Gordon Hunt, and it's my great pleasure to welcome you to our graduation ceremony in this magnificent setting of the Coates Memorial Church. This is a very special occasion. We know you're going to have a fantastic time today, and I'm here to give you an idea of how the ceremony will work. We'll ask you to stand as the processions enter. Our staff enter first, followed by members of the Senate and Court, and the final procession is the Vice-Chancellor's party, led by the Bedellas carrying the university mace. We all sit when they have taken their seats at the front of the platform. After the graduation address, given today by Professor Malcolm Foley, Vice Principal and Pro-Vice Chancellor for Engagement, the graduands will be brought forward to receive their awards. Each graduand will be called by name by the Dean of their school. We invite everyone to applaud each one as they come onto the platform. They will then be capped, that's a wee doff on the head, by the Vice-Chancellor, and hooded by the Bedellas, and collect their certificate parchment from the registrar. Now, you'll all have someone special that you're here to support, but all our graduands are special, so please give enthusiastic applause for each and every graduand as they come onto the platform. We do ask, however, that we do this just once for each of them as they come up to be capped, so that we can all hear the name of the next graduand being called. When the last graduate has left the stage, there will be a few closing remarks by the Vice-Chancellor. The platform party will then leave the stage and exit the church, followed by the graduates. Please stand when the platform party stands and remain standing until the graduates have left the church. When you leave the church, please do so by the side exits as indicated by our stewards. After the ceremony, we would like to welcome you all to our graduation reception on the campus. Should you need any assistance during the ceremony, please make yourself known to one of our marshals in the purple gowns in the aisles or at the back of the hall. So have your cameras ready and your mobile phones on silent, please, and we'll begin at 2:30. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the University of the West of Scotland. It's my privilege to declare this assembly for the awarding of academic distinctions in session.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, but most importantly, graduands, the UWS class of 2015. It's my great pleasure as Pro-Vice-Chancellor of this university to welcome you all to today's graduation. This is a really important day in your lives, and I'm delighted to see so many of you here with us. For everyone here at the University of the West of Scotland, UWS as we call it, the graduation is the most important day in the university calendar. Our students are the heart and soul of our university, and it's therefore a privilege and an honour for my academic colleagues and I to share this day with you, our students, and with your family and friends. The first thing I'd say to you is to try to enjoy the day. Relax, I know it's hard, and make sure you get all that you can out of this special day of celebration. It's only right that graduation ceremonies reflect the traditions of the past, but that doesn't mean they shouldn't be spectacular and joyous occasions. So I invite all those who've come here to support a friend or a family member to really raise the roof as each graduand makes their way across the stage. Now, I'm going to be asking you to practice this later, so I'd like you to pay attention so that you know when I want you to cheer, okay? When I graduated, I was the first person in my family to have been at university. And the whole language and the activities around graduation were really quite alien to my family and to me. I'd never been at one before, and I have a feeling that there may be some others in the room who are in the same situation. So let's start with, what is a graduand? A graduand, it's not a name that we hear very often. Well, a graduand is someone who's made the grade to complete their studies and to graduate, but who has not yet crossed the stage. That's the very definition of many of the people right in front of me here. It's someone who is graduating, in fact. So all of you here are graduands. By the end of this afternoon, by the time you leave here, you will be graduates. That is, you'll have donned your hood, crossed the stage, been capped by the Vice-Chancellor, Craig Mahoney, and therefore have graduated. To graduate is a hugely symbolic moment. It indicates that you've successfully ended one part of your life and that you are about to embark upon another. Academics deem graduation to be a rite of passage, which is a ritual that marks a change from one stage of a person's social life to another. Another reason for the importance of graduation, of course, is that it's a time for excitement and possibility. Lastly, the formal nature of a graduation ceremony reinforces the point that securing a degree is not an ordinary or everyday occurrence, and that therefore it must be celebrated as such. So, on graduation day, those of you who recently were students are addressed as graduands, and by the end of the ceremony, you're called graduates. Bit of vocabulary help there. From my experience of attending an awful lot of graduation ceremonies over the years, I have, with much amusement I would add, noticed that graduands very often seem to be fearful of walking across this stage and find themselves moving very quickly, sometimes on shoes that they have not previously worn. Let's just say that, yeah? More anxious to get the university awards and get out of here before their feet give up on them, and harder than anything that they've undertaken at university. So graduands, I would say, don't be afraid of this small walk across the stage. And remember, it's not the 100-meter sprint. We won't be drug testing you at the end. Take time to enjoy the moment when you're up here, just as I'm doing. This is your time. Time for you and your family and friends to really celebrate. I urge you to enjoy that moment to shine. I'd like to ask your friends and family who are here to watch you graduate, to show their pride in the achievements that we're all witnessing today. please feel free to clap, scream, holler, shout, and let all our graduates know how proud you are of them. All of you sitting here today can be extremely proud of the fact that you put in the required amount of hard work and had the determination to succeed. Today, surrounded by your friends and family, you'll graduate from UWS, a significant accomplishment that should not be understated. A university qualification is one of the highest academic achievements that any individual can attain and requires not only an inquiring mind, but also dedication and commitment. I'm now going to address a few words over there to the other side of this magnificent building, to those in the room who are not going to be crossing the stage, who are not graduands, in fact. Let's call you stakeholders. That's a good word. We'll call you that because as mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, cousins, uncles, aunts, nieces, nephews, friends, lovers, partners, husbands, wives, sons or daughters. Missed anything? Anybody anything else? No, I think you've pretty much captured it there. You've invested in these graduands and you're here to see your investment mature. No one on this side of the stage underestimates the importance of the role that you will have played for our graduands in the process of reaching today. Tears, doubts, setbacks, relationship breakdowns, relationship startups, money worries, late nights, that essay that needed 10 packets of digestives to complete. I should say that other biscuits are available, just so we're not accused of favoritism there. And much more, all have the potential to affect academic progress and ultimately success. But I'm prepared to bet that many of you, over that side, have been there to help when some of these issues intervened in our graduands' trajectory. After all, investments can go down as well as up, as many of us know. Well, though, today is definitely an up day. And it's a day in which you should be proud of whomever you are here to support, and when you should take every opportunity to show it. Can I ask you now to consider just how proud you are of at least one person over on that side of the room, and to give me a practice run so that Craig will have the confidence that he's going to hear some cheering in the room. So I want you to cheer as you feel at how proud you are when your favourite is crossing the stage here. And bear in mind what I said earlier about clapping, whistling, and hollering, and jumping up and down, and everything else. So, this is a practice run. Think of it as being for me, right? I'll only do it once if you do it well. On three. 1, 2, 3. As they say in the movies, that's a bit of a false ending, because you probably thought I was going to go and sit down, but I've got a few more things to say, actually. Bearing in mind the investment and the showing of pleasure and so on, I've been to quite a few graduations from my own family, specifically 2 sons. I found that the most common form of pride that I was going to be expected to show was via my bank card. So you might want to be ready for that when the request comes in later this afternoon. Back to our graduands again. When you take up your next challenge, make sure you care about what you're doing. Make sure you have fun doing it, just like it was here, for heaven's sake. Don't ever give up. You've shown that you're all amazing in your own way. Take what you have and what is important to you, what you've learned at UWS, what you've learned from your fellow students and tutors. You missed a page there, actually. You wouldn't want that to happen, would you? And what you've learned from classmates, and use all of that to make a positive difference to those around you. And for heaven's sake, do it with a smile and do it with good manners. As well as being a time of celebration, today also marks the start of a new chapter in your lives, a time of great opportunity, the next step in your journey. It may be daunting for those of you about to enter the workplace for the first time, but I'd encourage all of you, whether you're preparing to set off on the first or next stage in your career, to embrace the challenge and the many opportunities that will inevitably come your way. You've already shown during your time at UWS that you have the skills, knowledge, and personal attributes needed to launch your career and make an impact on the world. This is your time, your opportunity to bring your hopes, your dreams, ambitions, and aspirations to life. Throw yourself with passion and enthusiasm at the many opportunities that come your way. You've already shown that you can achieve great things. That's why you're here today. And broaden your horizons, whether through travel or just challenging yourself to do something different or to do the same things differently. Make choices. Not all of your choices will be the right choice, but don't be afraid to make a mistake and get it wrong. Don't be afraid to admit that you've done that, pick yourself up and start again. And if you do find a way of knowing what were the right choices before actually having done them, then please come back and tell us how you did it, and we'll put a patent on it and spin it out into the industrial world. It'll be fantastic if you build your career here in Scotland, contributing to the economic and social development of our communities. But I'd also urge you not to close off the option of spreading your wings and pursuing opportunities further afield. Having been both graduates and graduates today, you will also be alumni when you leave the hall. The term alumni, which again is not particularly commonly used in everyday speech, is actually a plural now, and it's a bit, alumni are more than one alumnus or alumna, depending upon whether you are male or female. Alumnus is a Latin for the former pupil of any educational establishment. So as an alumni, or as alumni of UWS, keep in touch with us. Wherever you go, share your journey. Lots of ways to do that. Social media will help. And in the traditional language of graduations, we have become your alma mater, literally from the Latin meaning nourishing mother, which is how former places of study are referred to. So as alumni of this university, you are honorary members of a select organization, the UWS Alumni Association. Use this association to network, to stay in touch with friends, to stay in touch with those of us at the university. We'll be emailing you over the next week or so to tell you more about the association, and I hope very much that you'll be proud of your connection with UWS, remain in regular contact with us as part of the UWS family. We already have a number of successful alumni, and we want to add you to that number. I hope you'll look back at your time at UWS fondly and encourage and inspire others to follow in your footsteps to your alma mater. For those of you who've come to UWS from elsewhere in the UK or from overseas, I hope you've enjoyed your time with us and that you now have a passion both for UWS and also for Scotland, and that you return to this place of learning in Paisley in the very near future. Now, a brief commercial break. This university is very much involved in the bid for Paisley to become the UK's City of Culture in 2021. And so those involved in the bid were very keen that from the podium today that we mentioned hashtag Paisley 2021 and also hashtag Why I Love Paisley. It would be a great time for you to get on, not maybe this moment while I'm speaking, by the way, okay? It'd be a great time to get on that hashtag and let those people in Renfrewshire Council and at this university know why you love Paisley. We very much hope that maybe the next time we see you will be 2021 when we are the City of Culture. I hope all of you graduating today will know that at UWS the success of our students is paramount to what we do. We pride ourselves on being a highly student-focused university. There are over 2 million students undertaking higher education across the UK, and nearly 16,000 of them are here at UWS. So the importance of students to this university, to all universities and their local economies is absolutely enormous. And on that note, never underestimate your worth and value to society, the economy, and our world. You are our great hope for our future. It is people like you that will shape the society that we end up living in. As the late Steve Jobs, co-founder of Apple, once said, your work is going to fill a large part of your life. And the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you find it. And like any great relationship, it just gets better and better as the years roll on. So keep looking until you find it. Don't settle. I know, yeah, absolutely. I think that might be hurry up, yeah. Yes, and we welcome those types of interventions, I would add. Please sign that young person up for our next cohort. I think on musical theatre, it sounds, I think it's probably perfect. I mentioned investment by stakeholders earlier, but I also strongly promote graduates, alumni, to invest in themselves. That can be a challenge. It's expensive, of course, but make sure you find the time to reflect on what you're doing and what you could be doing next. It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day race of life, but from time to time, make sure you reflect and don't forget we're here to support you through your lifelong learning journey. It has been a pleasure for me to have the opportunity to speak from the stage today. I hope that at the very least I've expanded your vocabulary. We all know what graduand, graduate, alumni, and alma mater mean now. At least we know what they mean literally. But please don't take these things as just a set of dry meanings from a dictionary. Live your life today as our graduands, and tomorrow as our former students, our alumni, proud of your alma mater as we most certainly are of you. Remember, today is the beginning, not the end. Now, on behalf of all of my colleagues, I'd like to wish every one of you a very happy and enjoyable day, and to our graduands, great success, health, and happiness for the future. Thank you.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the School of Health, Nursing and Midwifery, I present to you for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Adult Nursing, with distinction and winner of the Court Medal, Mary Ellen Coates. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Adult Nursing with distinction and winner of the Jean Lochhead Campbell Student Award, Paige Mackey Hughes. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Adult Nursing with distinction, the following students: Ali Agnew, Susan Elizabeth Idemir, Cheryl Ann Blakey, Gail Shuna Kennedy Blair, Sinead Broderick, Carleen Jane Carros Cardwell, Rachel Christina Rose Cowan, Michelle Nicola Crerer, Lauren Claire Deegan, Elizabeth Doole, Rebecca Janet Julie Dyer, Lindsay Ann Evans, Courtney Georgina Fairley, Kirsty Curry Fallon, Emma Louise Farquhar, Nicola McNeil Garrow, Shannon Galt, Susan Elizabeth Graham, Rebecca Ann Hamilton, Raymond Hardy, Shan Hegarty, Lauren Kate Hunter, Lisa Ann Jacobs, Duncan McIntyre Kerr, Janine King, Jennifer Kyle, Gary Lewis, Claire McFarlane, Emma Catherine McClure, Lorna McGinley. Sharon McLafferty. Ruth McNiven. Stephanie Ann Merry. Claire Morrison. Laura Jane Morrison. Louise New. Donna Marie Newman. Rosie Elizabeth Nichols. Paula O'Kane. Lindsay Marie Patterson. Ashley Quayle. Natalie Ann Rodden. Heather Elaine Scott. Connie Rose Sloan. Nicola Marie Small. Lindsay Danielle Taylor. Sharon Todd. Agnieszka Treiner. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Adult Nursing, Roisin Begley. Louise Christina Bell. Monica Ann Blair. Lorna Buckley. Heather Louise Campbell. Julie Carr. Jacqueline Caw. Laura Christie. Susan Connor. Carmel Costello. Michelle Marie Cronin. Emily Mary Ann Fisher Gallagher. Lisa Marie Gemmel. Emma Jane Hughes. Natasha Heimman. Amy Hunter Kennedy. Emma Jane Mary Lavelle. Cheryl Amy Logan. Jacqueline Lone. Louise Sarah MacDonald. Gillian McCluskey. Jamie McFarlane. Nikita McLaughlin. Nicola McMillan. Stephanie McNaughton. Hannah Mary Mersey. Karen Elizabeth McNano. Lauren Mitchell. Alison Neely. William Norton. Katie Ormandy. Emma Jean Rucastle. Samantha Jane Sangha. Megan Sarah Smith. Emma Fiona Stark. Connie Stevenson. Chipo Suru. Joyce Agnes Walker. Nicole Wallace. Kirsty Lynn Williamson. Colby Wilson. Rebecca Ruth Wilson. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Mental Health Nursing with distinction, the following students: Kirsty Gillian Carmichael, Debbie Crichton, Hayley Diane Doherty, Sharon Ann Gillies, Martin Anthony Graham, Gail Vary Mackenzie, Kirsty McAteer. Christopher Perry. Dawn Shepherd. Sarah Jane Tosh. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Mental Health Nursing, James Douglas Crawford. Leona Heaver. Deborah Jane Honeyman. Frances Laravide. Kimberly Rose Morrison. Julie Mulholland. Margaret Louise O'Reilly. Mark Andre Schmitz. Lindsay Mary Thornton. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Midwifery, with distinction and winner of the Court Medal, Emily Claire Hallsgrove. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Midwifery, with distinction, the following students: Cheryl Ferguson. Gemma Hodge. Hannah Rosemary Lilly. Mary Neer. Sophie Maxwell. Karen McGee. Siobhan Reid. Lauren Russell. Laura Smith. Gillian Steele. Kelly Marie Tweedle. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science Midwifery, Alison Carrick. Amina Mahmood. Fiona Elizabeth McCutcheon. Rachel Jane McGuinness. Nicola Rorison. And finally, Miranda Jean Stirrett.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the School of Media, Culture and Society, I present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with a thesis entitled Women, Bobbin Lace Histories and the Formation of Lace-Making Heritage in Bobowa, Southern Poland, an ethnographic case study, Anna Barbara Snajda. And for the degree of Master of Science, Alcohol and Drug Studies, with distinction, and winner of the Court Medal, Alan Gallagher. And for the degree of Master of Science, Alcohol and Drug Studies, with distinction, the following students: Joanne Goldie. Noor Ahmed Habib. And for the degree of Master of Science, Alcohol and Drug Studies, David Doherty. Karina McCann. Marie Teresa Wilson. And for the degree of Master of Science, Applied Social Science, Stephanie Howitt. And for the degree of Master of Science, Applied Social Science, Civil Society and Public Affairs, with distinction, Marcus Adam Cusack. And for the degree of Master of Science, Applied Social Science, Civil Society and Public Affairs, Noreen Adam. Ross Graham Kerr. And for the postgraduate diploma in Alcohol and Drug Studies, with distinction, John McGregor Melia. And for the postgraduate diploma in Alcohol and Drug Studies, Alexandria Hogg Bell. Dodi Wala Olange. And for the postgraduate diploma in Careers Guidance and Development with distinction and winner of the Court Medal, Ailsa Marie Morgan. And for the postgraduate diploma in Careers Guidance and Development with distinction and winner of the Bob Abel Medal, Lorna Hamilton Stalker. And for the postgraduate diploma in Careers Guidance and Development with distinction, the following students: James William Foley. Stacey McKelvey. Jennifer Ann Payton. And for the postgraduate diploma in Careers Guidance and Development, Francis John Devine. Fiona Howie. Sylvia McDowell. Kevin Nolan. Jane Miller Patterson. Daniel Robert Ramage. Anupama Rao. Jennifer Claire Riley. Husnain Raza Sadiq. Vicky Smith Waugh. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Politics and Social Policy with honours, Leanne Kelly. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Politics and Sociology with honours, Tamina Mohammed. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Psychology with honours, Chitsidzo Veronica Chinyanga. Greg James Halliday. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Psychology and Politics with honours, Lucy Watt. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Psychology and Sociology with honours, Alan James Johnston. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Social Work with honours, Deborah Sarah Campbell. Emma Harvey. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Politics and Psychology, Gerard Cook. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Politics and Social Policy, Emma Louise Helen Wright. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Politics and Sociology, Andrew James Murray. Kirsty Louise O'Brien. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Psychology, Louise Bordat. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Psychology and Sociology, Megan Jean Irving. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Social Policy and Psychology, Sam Wright. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Social Sciences, Alicia Connolly. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts Sociology, Shona McKellar. Amna Salim. And finally, for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Sociology and Social Policy, Heather Prowse.
Well, that's almost the end of the ceremony. I always like to say a few words at the end, so I won't avoid that opportunity. You had the wonderful oration from my colleague Malcolm Foley earlier, a little bit like a lecture. I wasn't sure whether we were at a banking conference or a lexicon conference, but very, very insightful, Malcolm. I appreciate very much the educational experience that you've given us and sort of the enlightenment to this afternoon's ceremony. Graduation ceremonies, as Malcolm said, are a privilege for us. They're a very important day in the academic calendar. It is the point at which students who have been working very hard over many years quite often end up graduating and coming across this stage to receive their parchment in front of their friends and family. And that's, I'm sure, a great privilege for you, but also for the graduates as well. So we very much enjoy today. I hope you've enjoyed it as well. I recognise as well that when we have an audience this large, there will be a number of young children, and I realise there have been some very young children in the audience today who probably struggle to sit through this experience. For the mothers and fathers who have been trying to cope with that, please, as Malcolm said earlier, don't be concerned. I know it's the end of the ceremony now, but if your child makes a noise and is uncomfortable and disturbed, that's not a big issue for us. And as Malcolm correctly said as well, we'll sign them up as they leave today for a degree starting in a few years' time. So there's always an opportunity for us to do some business. I always like to leave some sort of message in the minds of people who come to graduations. This morning we had the privilege of giving an honorary degree to a former graduate, somebody who had studied with us many, many years ago. And as I pointed out at that stage, none of us really know where our life journey is going to take us. I didn't ever expect that I would be living and working in Scotland when I was younger, certainly not when I completed my first degree and received it several decades ago now. We don't know where the life journey takes us from the awards that we get and the things we do in life. This morning, the graduate, Harry Papadopoulos, had been a student here many years ago studying engineering, went on to become a world-famous photographer, photographing the lives and the insides and outsides of the pop music industry during the 60s, 70s and 80s. And it was a privilege to have Harry back here, the first time he'd been back on our campus for several decades himself. And that could be many of you, that could be some of you in the future, that we may have you back here giving you an honorary degree in recognition of the great work that you've done in changing people's lives, in making a difference. And as Malcolm correctly said as well, many of my colleagues, including myself, are the first people in our families who ever went to university. And so we've created a life-changing opportunity for ourselves, which has taken us down a pathway, again, that we may not have recognised. So for the graduates today, we wish you every success for the future. For the family and friends who are here to recognise that today, you've done a great job yourselves in getting them to this point, and we commend you for that. Of course, today is a time of celebration. In a moment, I'll encourage you to come back to our campus across the way and enjoy that experience. But I also like at this point really just to wrap up the proceedings in recognition of our graduates. And Malcolm did a small rehearsal for you earlier, making sure that you encouraged your son, daughter, and he went through a long list of other characteristics that they might be, lovers and wives and husbands and so on, of the graduates. what I'd like us to do is collectively acknowledge the achievements of the graduates in just a moment by trying to raise the roof. I often make this into a competition, so I'm keen if you try and make this louder than when you did it when Malcolm was asking you to do it earlier. That would be appreciated. If you can't do that, then just enjoy yourself in the clapping. But it's in recognition of the graduates. Everybody please recognise their achievements. Fantastic. Whoa! Now, the final thing for me to say is that we've been live streaming our graduations for a number of years now. And so this has been going out live on YouTube. You could have been watching it on screen as well as participating in it. It will be recoverable later, so if you want to go home and watch this again tonight on TV, you can do that, or on your smart technology. The viewing, I'm just getting the viewing figures from back there. Yes, we have peaked 13 million, is that right? 30 million? So just slightly higher than I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Which is great, so really pleased about that. So do enjoy that replay this evening when you're watching that on TV. In closing this ceremony, can I encourage you to come back over to the Brough Hall on the Paisley campus and enjoy a reception on our behalf. Please enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much.